Marhay na aldaw po. May I present to you the development and quality assurance of learning activity sheets. I am Mary Roselyn Berja, Teacher 1 of Bicol High School for the Arts and Culture. For this session, our objectives are the following. First, to familiarize the learning activity sheet or LAS design. Second, strengthen collaboration and ensuring quality learning activity sheets. And the third, develop and quality assure learning activity sheet. Learning activity sheet design. Let's have first a quick review of the Regional Memorandum Number 26, Series 2020, or the provision for the third and fourth quarter. Basically, this is one of the bases for our activity today. It has been said that development of SLMs for quarter 3 and 4 shall be discontinued at the regional level. Utilize ADM modules uniformly in Region 5. Continuation on the development of SLMs for special curricular program, including Bicol Culture. SLMs for Kinder to Grade 3 must be contextualized. Existing modules, ADM originally initiated for Kinder to Grade 3, shall serve as Mother Document or SDO may opt to develop their own material. In addition to this, if ADM modules are not available for quarter 3 and quarter 4, LAS may be prepared by teachers with the guidance of division learning area supervisors and school heads. Existing SLMs, textbooks, learner materials, and other harvested materials may be used as references or complementary materials of the LAS. Hence, if available, these materials must be provided to the students. Let us proceed to the different parts of the learning activity sheets. We'll have the part or bahagi, the terms used for English language, together with the terms used in Filipino. Part 1, Introductory Concept, Panimulang Konsepto. Part 2, Learning Skills from the MELC, Kasanayan sa pangpagkatuto mula sa MELCs. Part 3, Activities, Mga Gawain. Part 4, Rubric for Scoring, Rubrik sa pagpupuntos. Part 5, Answer Key o susi sa pagwawasto. Part 6, References o sanggunian. Introductory Concept o Panimulang Konsepto. This will include the background of the main concept or concepts learned. This part shall give the learner the idea of the lesson and its connection with their prior learning. Halimbawa, mula sa ordinaryong pagbili ng bata sa tindahan, ay naiugnay ng writer na si Sir Miggy Core ang mga gulay na galing sa Baguio, hanggang sa makarating sa nabanggit na niya ang kasanayang pagkatuto na naiuugnay ang pakikipagkalakalan sa pagtugon ng mga pangangailangan ng sariling lalawigan at mga karatig na lalawigan sa rehiyon at ng bansa. Second, introduce and describe activities that the learner will do. Halimbawa, sa last 8 ng Araling Panlipunan 7 na sinulat ni Ma'am Maria Hazel Rose H. Latugan ng Sorsogon City, nabanggit niya sa pinakahuling talata ng kaniyang panimulang konsepto na sa gawaing ito, aalamin mo ang mga kahangahangang mga naging ambag ng mga Asyano upang mas lalong makilala at hangaan ang naiibang kultura ng Timog at Kanlurang Asya. Third, motivate the learner to do or perform the task. Halimbawa po ulit, galing sa last na ginawa ni Sir Miggy Core, sabi niya, halika at simulan na natin ang ating pag-aaral. Part 2, Learning Skills from the MELCs o kasanayang pampagkatuto mula sa MELCs. Basically, the content for this part will come from the MELCs or the most essential learning competencies. All we have to do is to copy and paste it. And it must always be in accordance to the grade level and learning area as to whom the learning activity sheet is intended to cater. Activities o mga gawain. Present different activities that will deepen the learner's understanding of a skill or a concept. Activities may vary. Activities must be appropriate, suitable, and doable. The activity must activate the learner's senses of maximum learning, and it must be parallel to the identified objective. So, ang mga bata po ay nauumay na sa paulit-ulit na multiple choice, tama o mali, smiley o frowny face. Maaari naman po tayong magpagawa ng mga bagay o aktibidad na makakapawi sa kanilang kabagutan na konektado pa rin sa ating aralin. Halimbawa po, para sa milk na nailalarawan ang mga ambag ng mga bayaning Bicolano sa pagpapaunlad ng kasanayan sa larangan ng paglikha, ay maaari tayong magpagawa ng pagbuo ng tape o paggawa ng video blog o vlog. Sa ganito pong mga klaseng gawain ay kakailanganin natin ang ika-4 na parte ng learning activity sheet o ang rubric for scoring o rubric sa pagpupuntos. So, include if necessary. This is used to evaluate performance, a product, or a project. Sa paggawa po ng rubrics, may mga dapat tayong tandaan. Una, dapat ang gawain ay nakaangkla sa kasanayang pampagkatuto o MELT. Pangalawa, isipin ng mabuti kung ano ang kailangan i-assess. Ito ba ay performance o ito ba ay content? Pangatlo po, ang tagapagpahiwatig ng pagganap o ang tinatawag nating indicator ay dapat na nasusukat. Halimbawa, sa MELT na nailalarawan ang mga ambag ng mga bayaning Bicolano sa pagpapaunlad ng kasanayan sa larangan ng paglikha, ang gawain ay maaaring paggawa ng sanaysay. Kapag nagpagawa tayo ng sanaysay, ay maaari natin gamitin ang ganitong klaseng rubrics. So, mayroon tayong indicators, nilalaman at organisasyon. Nakakakuha ng 5 puntos ang mag-aaral kung siya ay nakapaglahad ng 5 o higit pang ambag. 4 na puntos naman kung nakapaglahad ng 4 na ambag, 3 puntos para sa 3 ambag, 2 puntos para sa 2 ambag, at 1 puntos naman kapag nakapaglahad ng 1 ambag. Para naman sa organisasyon, makakakuha siya ng 5 puntos kapag 5 o higit pang talata ang sanaysay na may 1 paksang pangungusap bawat isa. 4 na puntos kapag may 4 na talata ang sanaysay na may 1 paksang pangungusap bawat isa. 3 puntos kapag 3 talata, 2 puntos kapag 2 talata, at 1 puntos kapag 1 talata na ang sanaysay ay may 1 paksang pangungusap sa bawat isa. Answer key o susi sa pagwawasto. So this should be included. Dapat po ay kasama ito sa class. So, ito po ay halimbawa ng susi sa pagwawasto. Yung mga sagot po sa activity sa learning activity sheet. Para sa references, ay maaari tayong gumamit ng APA o kaya naman ay Chicago format. So, ito po ay halimbawa ng APA at ito naman ay halimbawa ng Chicago format. Let us proceed with the quality assurance process. So, how are your labs will be evaluated? Let's have a flowchart for a comprehensive presentation of the process. So, we'll start with the school level. After the writing process, the writer will have to assess their own learning activity sheet through accomplishing the self-evaluation tool. So, what does this evaluation tool contain? Let's see. In conducting self-evaluation tool, you will have to look into the 6 important factors. Number 1, we have the intellectual property rights compliance. So, there should be no copyright violation, and any harvested material and its references must be properly cited. Next factor, learning competencies. So there should be consistency with the content and the most essential learning competencies. Third factor, instructional design and organization. This factor focuses on the delivery of the lesson in the learning activity sheet and if it follows the logical pattern of instruction. The fourth factor is instructional quality. This factor see to it that the contents are accurate with no factual, computational, and grammatical error. Fifth factor, assessment. This ensures that the activities and tests are congruent with the objectives and the content and ensures to evaluate the learner's progress. Last, we have the readability. So the vocabulary and construction of sentences must be appropriate to the target learners. Aside from self-evaluation, peer editing must likewise be conducted. So this can be conducted after or during self-evaluation. So let's take a look on the tool, on the peer editing tool. For the peer editing tool, there are only two indicators to meet. But first, the editor must answer the first three questions by ticking off their answers. So what are the last or where are the last developed and what format was followed? And then identify the modification or modifications if there are any. First indicator is the instructional design and organization. So the indicators, specifically 12 indicators, must be identified whether it is evident or not evident. For the second indicator, we have the language, content, or format. It will likewise be identified if the 7 indicators were evident or not evident. Any master teacher or any competent teacher in your school may conduct evaluation or peer editing. Together with the developed learning activity sheet, the tools such as the self-evaluation tool and peer editing tool will likewise be forwarded to the quality assurance team in the district level. So this will be evaluated by the QA team member for content, language, and layout. So decisions may be learning activity sheet with major revision or minor revision. So before we proceed, let's have first the grounds for major revision. Number 1 is violation of copyright. Number 2, private sources. And number 3, erroneous content. So if it falls under major revision, it will be sent back to the writer. Okay? The comment or suggestions must be applied immediately. However, if it falls under minor revision, the QA team will be the one to apply the revision. It will be forwarded to the division level quality assurance team. Same as for the district level, decision may be last with major revision or minor revision. If it is under major revision, it will be sent back to the writer. The comment or suggestions must be applied immediately and it has to be sent back to the division QA team directly. If the suggestions were applied and the QA team decided that it is already good, then it will be a congratulations because your last is ready for upload to our learning resource portal. So this ends my presentation on the learning activity sheet, development, and quality assurance. So this is Teacher Lynn from Bicol High School for the Arts and Culture.